What's up there, Digimon Tamers? It's your boy, Red Hot Fire here from Duke City TCG, here to bring you another exhibition match from our weekly locals. Today we have the return of the Olympos 12 control style deck versus the Dragon Man himself, Imperialdramon. And I'm actually really excited to watch this one because I have both players with both decks today. Please introduce yourselves.
This is Baneseed. I'll be piloting the Olympos 12 Mega Zoo on the left.
Hey guys, I'm Randy, and I will be piloting Imperialdramon.
I'm so excited you guys are here to join me because I've really wanted to understand more of these interactions in this matchup because I personally don't like Imperialdramon. He bugs the heck out of me.
That's fair.
Then you're in for a real bad time then, because this is an absolute ass whooping, one-sided.
Oh no! Well, then I say let's get started and let's see what's up.
It's kind of unfortunate. I think it's a rough matchup for him, just because of the way the two decks interact with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, none of my protections really do anything, and none of my blocking and stuff matters when he can turn my whole board sideways for 2 turns. It is unfortunate. He just has to brick, and I have to be aggressive.
Yeah, that's actually true. And his deck doesn't want to be aggressive because then he also puts himself in that like window of like being vulnerable now because when he goes aggressive, if I can counter it, then he's kind of just SOL.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, the Keenan here can kind of help, but I think realistically I would need to see like 5 of them for it to matter against this deck. 1 memory just isn't enough.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I do really hate seeing Keenan with my Imperialdramon matchup, like in games, because it's. I agreed. Yeah, 1 memory doesn't always stop me, but it can be it's a huge deterrent for a lot of my plays.
See here, just trying to set up some tamers because I know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, absolutely, and I'm trying to do the same because I was like, well, I know knowing what your deck wants to do and it's a control style, I'm like, okay, I need to set up because when I'm gonna go, I have to be ready to go because it's not likely that any of my Digimon will stay on board for more than a turn.
Yeah, looking at my hand here, it's really hard for me to play anything when my opponent doesn't do anything. So a lot of times my hand just ends up with like some weird shit and bricks in it. Like this Shellmon here is just the best of the worst stuff.
Yeah,
I also
it's the
didn't.
only way you don't give me 3 or more.
Yeah, I also didn't catch it. I should have tapped the Dan here to gain a memory, because it reduces all time stranger, which wouldn't have mattered because you still still would have put you to 0. So I don't think it matters in the long run. Yeah, like.
Yeah, and then just do Imperialdramon or Pyodramon stuff.
Yeah, and the way that the Imperialdramon is worded, because it can't tap the mother, it gets to unswing. So my mother tech is actually bad in this matchup too.
Yeah, it doesn't do its lightning rod duties.
Yeah. But no, Shoto was too strong.
Hey,
to give up blocker and board.
Yeah, because then my play is dead. I'm dead here. I don't get to swing.
You would have to go into a 6 to get over, which you do anyway. You just don't get to make 7 free swings with your level 5.
Yeah, that's fair. And still get partition. Don't forget that.
Partition is awful. There's a dumbass keyword for sure.
Yeah.
That's why they made decode, because they knew it was too much.
Yeah, honestly, well, not even just decode, but they started just 1 level 4.
And
which even that sometimes feels so strong.
Yeah, because it doesn't have the battle restriction that decode does.
Yeah. Well, actually, it wasn't even time stranger. It started with CS.
Yeah. The Shikalmon has it first, and then now does Sylphie, which is interesting. Like, they might give one to Imperial, who doesn't need it. So.
Well, no, you know what they did was weird is they gave us a new Pyodramon, and they still gave it partition.
Yep.
So,
but it can't unsuspend. Right. That's all we have going.
Can't unsuspend, yeah.
But it goes into that new level 6, which is just, it's gonna be gross.
Oh, there's gonna be so much like toolboxing possible with that new level 5.
I'm pretty sure this is the most back and forth we get in this set, and it still doesn't end with a whole lot. I'm just sitting here struggling, trying to play stuff, trying to gain some advantage. But he's got a free guy every turn now that he's got 2 tamers out. There's no way I can interact with it. They
Yeah,
don't need to tap to play out the body, so even the Venusmon is very lackluster.
it's true. Yeah, and it probably is the most, like you said, it's probably the most interactive this gets because of that, unfortunately. Venusmon is just so good. I don't think it'll get hit in the ban, but I think some people want it to. It's just so strong.
I think it's too new to get hit,
Agreed.
and
I
it's
think
not.
second half of the
not
year, maybe.
yeah, it's not doing anything near as atrocious as the Huddy stuff was.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what they end up doing with that. We are, what are we, about a week out from the ban list?
Yep.
So we'll see how that goes.
Here we go into an Abyss Sanctuary for 3. It's pretty good. Just trying to find more outs here, and I think I try to flood the board with a Minerva and another blocker, or Minerva and maybe Homeros? Yeah, Homeros to completely stun the board.
Yeah, to lock everything down. And then I was like, okay, wait. I realized before you can tap Homeros, let's trigger an effect here off the, since you played Minerva off of the Abyss, triggers my Dragon Mode's all turns effect. And then I thought I had a decent play here, and then I realized I make a huge misplay. And I needed to leave the Dragon Mode under the Fighter Mode so that it wasn't a sourceless Digimon. And see that right there, I thought to myself, I was like, wait, let me see. And I was like, I can still get an effect. Because it would just bounce one of them to your hand. But at least then you try, you either get one back in hand or you put one of them in your security. And at that point, I'm like, okay. But I make the mistake, and then I grab it. And I was like, yep, that's the right play. You got me.
I would have just put Mother in my egg deck.
Yeah, oh yeah, there you go. But at least I would have still had a Fighter Mode on board right now.
Yeah, but it would have got source stripped again and then locked. So I feel like having the dragon back in your hand might still be worth something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair.
Also, I had to give you 7 memory, so like this turn, even with all your board stunned, this turn is infinite value for you.
Oh yeah, with what I had on, it's because like, yeah.
The DNA mechanic itself is just too strong.
Yeah, well, and then all my tamers triggering starter main, so like I gain 2 free Digimon, and then I gain, because of the order, I only gain 1 memory off the other dual tamer, but still just infinite resources, it feels like. And we do our shenanigans. Gain 1 memory only because we have the Jawsting one, which, you know, kind of nice.
Oh, ban to 1. Oh, such a big deal.
Yeah, that didn't do anything.
Nope. It was, as a Pyrodramon player or Imperialdramon player, I can tell you the BT, what is it, 12 XB one, that one should have got hit, 100%.
Dragon Mode.
Yep, and Dragon Mode does drag. I really wish this card was a foil of some sort, because it's such a pretty art, and then it's just like plain flat card. It's not holographic whatsoever. Yep, and then hit the ATM and print out some free memory. Get rid of that AGO and. Oh yeah, that's right. You trigger Venus protection here, right?
Yeah, to try to recover to get 1 more, but and we put the Venusmon in. I wanted to do Minerva, but if I do Minerva, I lose the blocker, so it defeats the purpose. So we put the Venus in to keep blocker up, and then to theoretically survive 2 more checks, but you have another fighter mode.
Yeah. And I think this is the frustration, at least and from my perspective, the frustrating part of going against Imperialdramon is the fact that I give myself memory when DNAing, and then allows me to like Evo basically for free on the other body, and it's just so much.
You started that turn with 0 things in play.
Yeah.
Yeah, and went into 2 different stacks at level 6 and 7. Even though you did have 7 memory, you played a lot of it for free and gained a lot of it back.
Yeah.
And just went through my security and had every answer.
Yep,
Also,
played your Digimon as well.
Yeah, this Megazoo deck is very weak to suspension-based removal. So, like, you don't actually remove me, so I don't get to trigger anything. And you just tap my stuff and ignore it and swing for game. Which is what I was trying to tell MM in our matches, that why the Vortex deck is so good against me, but he just never figured it out. He kept trying to clear my board over and over again.
Yeah, because I mean, I feel like Vortextramon should have.
Yeah, you just tap my board down and ignore it, and then I have a bad day.
Yeah, and then he gets big, like 20k every time. He just battles with your mothers and he gets rid of your lightning rods.
Yep.
That's what we talked about last match. He just never figured it out until like game 3, I think it was.
It was
Yeah.
game 2. It was his last turn, second to last turn of the game.
Oh, that's right. It was a 2-0.
It was still too late.
See, this is why I like having both players to commentate, because I don't have to do much. I haven't really said anything. You guys are really explaining a lot of stuff going on here, and it's great.
Yeah, that's fair. What questions you got for us? Come on, I know you're curious.
I haven't really thought about much to ask. I guess last game I noticed you didn't use Homeros like right away, and I thought that was a little puzzling, but I assume it was just because you didn't want to give millions of memory to Randy or something along those lines.
I probably just didn't have it.
No, it was in your hand. I saw her.
Oh, then I don't know. It depends on the board state. I don't know. Maybe there was something it wasn't worth playing 5 to do something. If it's just to slap the Homeros, it doesn't feel very good. That, or maybe I was trying to set up Dan to reduce. I don't really remember.
Mm-hmm. Well, is there anything that you can think of that might give your mother blocker? Because obviously we talked about the Shoto thing that got shadow banned. Well, have you thought about anything else trying to tech in blocker for mother?
You can play. Let's see. There's a black level 4 hybrid, the Mercurymon, that can give anything blocker, which is cute, but I'd have to change the deck up entirely. And then there is the Marine Bull Gizamon combo, but that is a 2-card combo that you have no like other interaction with the deck, and they're just dead if you find them one at a time. You really need to open them, and it costs the same as playing a Mega. It's a 7 memory play to just give the mother blocker one time. So it just isn't as consistent.
I understand.
And then the black option from the Renamon structure deck, the plugin gives blocker, but it gives it to a level 3 or higher Digimon, so it can't actually plug into the mothers because they don't have a level.
Reapers do not have levels. That is correct. That's a shame. I remember the days when Shoto was being teched in with a lot of mother stuff, and so many people were complaining about it. I personally didn't have much problems with that tech, but I can understand why that's very problematic, because it does shut down a lot of board states, like Imperialdramon, for example. I'm not really too sure how Imperialdramon would handle that if Shoto was still around.
Yeah, it's.
I think I would have that time.
Yeah, you'd have to be big enough to get over it, and just one swing. At that point, they just don't block. Don't risk it.
Unless I have this like one of Vmon that gives 2k, I pretty much never get over 15k. I just get jamming, and that's why I get away with like multiple swings.
Right. And we see there, game 2 went by pretty quick. He bricked, and I had a mediumly aggressive hand with the Marukimon being able to swing several times.
I guess that's the only way you really have around it, right? It's just hopefully get hyper aggressive.
Yeah, which is difficult when you're slapping level 6s.
Right.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because Imperialdramon just says, your board does not unsuspend.
Yeah, and it's for the whole turn, so like I can't even unsuspend and do shenanigans some other way.
Yep.
Yeah, you can't use your own Neptune effect or anything like that.
Just watching Imperialdramon player turn a card sideways, profit.
Yep, pretty much. And this has like pretty much always been one of my top decks, my favorite decks to play.
Yep. If you guys don't know at home, Randy loves to play Imperial. He plays it a lot. He's very, very, very skillful with the deck, and almost a frustrating amount. Because when I play against him, it feels like he has Imperialdramon turn 2 every single time, and I don't get to play the game, which is why I'm a little scornful towards Imperialdramon.
Speak of the devil,
like
going.
You mean like this right here?
Oh, and he has it again. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, pretty much. It's, you know, I sometimes get hate, but I think it's warranted, right? Like the deck is kind of ridiculous and it does a lot. I think it should get hit. I don't know what they're gonna do about it, but with the new support coming, I could see them actually hitting this Imperialdramon potentially.
I guess so, since Partition is such a strong mechanic, and this Imperialdramon is absurdly strong for a level 5.
Right. Well, because it has the unsuspend, suspend the board, and then unsuspend, and then get multiple attacks, it's just a little ridiculous.
Oh,
And
yeah,
I
super,
acknowledge
super
that.
strong. Oh yeah, no, I don't hate you. I hate the deck.
Oh no, I know.
I
Oh,
love
for
you.
Sure. Oh no, for sure.
Oh, Davis Kent. Oh, super valuable tamer. I hate these duo tamers. I love them, but I hate them too.
Yeah.
I think the memory gaining level 4s both need to go. They create most of the value for the deck.
That is true. It's a lot easier to
And
go
this-
into the 5 because of it.
Also, this tamer not having a if you have one or fewer Digimon clause that like all of the other special summoner tamers have after it is also like a problem.
Yeah, because these were the first duo tamers to do that, right? Because the BT16 set, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say though that I think what Bandai, not that I'm trying to defend Bandai or this card, but I think what they thought was a balancing trick was the fact that the Digimon that it plays out, it just gets to play it regardless, because after your opponent's turn, that Digimon goes back in hand anyways. So like it's not meant to be there for a long time. The thing is, the deck's also built around DNA and becoming a new Digimon, and so then it loses that inherited effect.
Uh-huh.
But that was their thought process, I think, was that like, oh, it doesn't need a restriction because the Digimon doesn't stay on board more than a turn.
Technically correct. It becomes a new
Technically.
Digimon.
Yeah.
Plus, even if it got bounced to the hand, like the on play Vmon right there, it's just like you get more searches because it comes back and then you play it again, so you get more value.
Oh.
Ooh, big strip of the sources. Stun the Imperialdramon.
Yep. And the Tamer, I believe.
Yeah. Because stunning the level 3 doesn't do anything. You get to Digivolve it anyway, and you don't. None of your 4s do anything on Digivolve, so it would result in this stopping the 1 memory is more valuable than stopping the check from the Vmon, but you were never gonna swing with just the Vmon anyway.
Right.
Especially I've got blocker on the Venus, so like it's fine, but it doesn't do anything.
Yeah. I don't think a Vmon has swung since jamming Vmon.
Yeah. And I'm forced to always give you too much memory, so you have a free level 3 into pay 2 Digivolve, and you're still at 0 without effects. So like
Yeah, no, anytime you give me like 2 or more, it's pretty much too much to give me. That's like the truth of it, because as long as I can evo twice, it's usually able to keep turn as well.
Yeah. Which is also an absurd thing to say out loud. Like 2 memory is too much.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
This game has progressed so much since the BT1 days.
Oh yeah. The good old days. Blue Omnimon.
X1. Stingmon. DNA Digivolve 2. Imperialdramon. Another one.
Another one. Your boy's back.
I think is that your second or third one this
That's the
game?
second
I
one.
think it.
Second
Oh,
one.
just the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Spoilers,
is his third.
There will
This
be a
is his
third
third turn.
I saw the HBD in your hand.
one.
I saw that. I hate
Can
that
neither
card.
confirm nor deny.
And I want that card banned. That card is stooped up. There it comes. Free Dragonhood. Spin him out. Yep. Go through the motions. Imperialdramon again.
I mean, I don't know what you guys are talking about. Like, I don't think getting free memory is broken whatsoever.
Oh my god. It feels like he's not paid a single memory ever since he made his first Pyldra. Actually, I don't think you have. Actually, I think you've been at 2 for like the past minute.
I want to remind you, this turn started with a 5 and a 3 on board.
Yeah.
So here I make a minor misplay. I should have put the Venusmon into my security to try to get another block out of, but I don't know that it would have mattered in the end.
Yeah, it might have bought you another turn, but I don't know that it would how much it would have like actually changed.
Because it would have still cleared my entire board and left you with your 2 stacks unimpeded.
Yep. Yeah, because Adrio blocking there was like, oh, okay, I see. I didn't think you would block with him, so I guess you didn't really have a choice though.
And then the virus fighter mode just
And
ends it.
final attack. Yep.
And that's all she wrote.
Yep. It was a interesting match to watch for sure, but Imperialdramon just goes sideways and says, "Okay, you lose."
Yeah, pretty much. It's unfortunate how it works, right? But if I just see my pieces, I kind of just get to do my thing and combo off, and it's hard in 2 turns for a deck like Bane Seeds to like kind of keep up with it.
This is
Yeah, I
true.
have no way to meaningfully interact with suspension and 17 attacks in 1 turn. Especially if I can't block, it's over.
Just sometimes you've got weak matchups. Just sometimes.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. Well, thanks for being here, guys. I'm glad to have gotten your insight about your decks. It was very I learned a lot from this interaction, and what I mostly just learned was that Imperialdramon is still dumb.
Yeah,
Still
that it
dumb.
is.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you guys have a good night.
Hey man, take care.
You too, man.